Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Pitch Perfect podcast. I'm your host, Larry. And today, guys, it's finally happened. We finally dropped points against a side I was very optimistic against today. Aston Villa at Villa Park. Serious PTSD at this game, lads. Serious PTSD at this game. I don't know. I was talking with the lads in the group chat. Some of us Arsenal fans were optimistic because this was a ground like we did well last season. We did beat them last season at Villa Park, but just because of the injuries and stuff that was piling up, I was very optimistic going into this game. Very optimistic. I was really not confident. I would take a draw. And I know I shouldn't be saying that if I want to win a title, but this ground gives me serious PTSD. Every time we go and play that ground, I get serious PTSD. They've stopped us from getting top four. They've ended our title race. Like this team, Aston Villa, is the epitome of ruining Arsenal's dreams and hopes of becoming successful. And today they did that. They did that today. Last minute dagger. I sat here. I'm still processing the goal. But I'm stunned. But let's go to today's performances. Let's look at the lineups. Like the lineup, I think this lineup was expected. I think today for this lineup, it was expected. Just because the injuries, Mascara going down against Brentford, I actually don't know what's going on with our club at the moment in terms of injuries because we always get someone back and then we lose someone. It's like trade for trade. So I actually don't know how this is happening to us. But looking at the lineup here, so we had David Raya, obviously, that's non-negotiable. We have Ben White, who got man of the match against Brentford, played phenomenally on Wednesday. Then you had Timber, who came up from Mascara, who didn't look out of place. Then you got Hincapié, and you got Calafiore. And then you got a midfield of Odegaard, Zubimeni, Rice. That was kind of the same with Brentford. And you got Saka, Marino, and Eze. Now, a couple of facts Villa had the worst start to their season ever. I think they only started winning in game week 7. Before that, they were losing, drawing. They hadn't really picked up a win before that. Then they beat Brighton midweek. Ollie Watkins got 2 goals, kind of gave them confidence going into this game. Like I said, Villa Park to me is PTSD, man. Just because of how many times they've stopped us, they've thwarted our plans. Villa Park, I'm going to keep saying the serious PTSD. And with the injuries, I'm not making excuses. Every team has injuries, but it's never going to be easy for this Arsenal team. Like this back line, the only 2 that play week in, week out is Calafiore and Timber. The rest of them don't. White has been a while since he's even got a game time, Like Wednesday was the first time he's played a full 90 minutes. Other than that, he's been coming on as a sub. So it's going to be different. Odegaard has come back into the side. Zubimeni, Rice. I feel like we need to rest them, but this wasn't a game we could afford to rest them. Eze on the left today. I get why Arteta did it, but I don't know. But obviously, first half, it was all Villa. From kickoff, it was all Villa. And that's how I knew. That's how I knew we were in trouble. Full credit to Villa. Arsenal, I don't know what it is when it comes to Aston Villa. Like, they don't. It's like everything we've done up to this point goes out the window. A team suddenly starts pressing us. And I get that because we don't have our natural defenders. I get that. We don't have our natural defenders. But what I will say is, we still have to play our football, guys. We did not play our football. These guys started bopping in the first half. I'm seeing our defenders, seeing our midfielders retreat. I'm not seeing anyone trying to say, look, let's push up, let's get at them. They were bopping the ball through the midfield. Now, I'm not like Declan Rice, I love him, but like he's fatigued. And he still did his best today. He's fatigued. Zubimendi's fatigued. These guys weren't at their best today. It's been a while since I've been able to say that. But they're fatigued. We don't got a replacement for Rice. I don't trust Norgard enough. It wasn't a game where we could rotate, but the way when Villa comes to the conversation, we go play Villa, man. It seems like everyone's scared, man. Like I'm not no disrespect to Aston Villa, but this is a team that stopped you from winning a title, getting top 4. Like this should be GBG. This is not a game where you're going into, I don't know what I really want to do. What do we do? No. We need to impose ourselves today. And we didn't. First half, it was all Villa. And the goal came. back post. I don't know who. Calafiori is supposed to be on him. And he's not on them. And Matty Cash, it's a beautiful loft ball. Matty Cash could have done 10 kick-ups before he put the ball back in the net. And I've literally, like, my cousin was saying to me today, I was like, I bet Matty Cash should score today. I was like, no chance. I back maybe Ollie Watkins or Rod score. Matty Cash, man, left back, nah. And he did. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. I don't know. I think is it Calafiori or White that's supposed to be there? No one's on him. I'm telling you, he could have done a kicky-uppy around the world, a couple of jogging, and he would have been fine to put the ball back in the net. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous for our standards. That's it. Goes into first half. Second half, we see Eze go off for Trossard. Now, to be honest, I wasn't happy with Eze today, and I haven't been happy with him since after the London Derby. I get he can play left wing. Now, I know it's left wing on paper, but he predominantly drifts into the middle to play in the middle. But I'm kind of understanding why Arteta likes a touchline winger to hold the width. Because what happens is when Marino dropped in, because that's what he does, he drops in, plays deep. We already have an extra man here. So realistically, when Marino drops in, you kind of have like a box four in the attack. So meaning Saka is the outlet. Usually Martinelli or Trossard would be the outlet here. So basically Marino's kind of playing as a false nine to link the bridge between Saka or Eze. He can lay it off, they can take it in, then Marino makes advance, then Odegaard, then they box crash basically, essentially. Eze, I rate him, but today he had an off game today. He's been having off games since the London Derby, and rightfully so, he had to be substituted off. Trossard, he came on, and I think within 8 minutes of being on the pitch, he scores. He scores. And that's really because the system, he knows how to... Now, I'm not saying Eze doesn't know how the system works, but because the way how Eze likes to play, he likes to predominantly start on the left, then cuts in, comes into the center. We've got too many men operating in that center. That's the problem. And unfortunately, we can't add Eze in the mix because there's too many men. We've got Odegaard who's going to occupy the half space. Declan Rice is going to occupy the half space. Marino's already dropped back in. He's going to be in that space as well. So you can't have 4 men operating in the half space. It just doesn't work. 2 need to hug wide. Let Marino drop back in because that's what our striker has always done. We also seen Marino come in for Gyökeres. Saka, he was in yellow man week. He came on. Calafiori, he got taken off. He's suspended now. He's going to miss a Wolves game. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We should beat Wolves. Hopefully, we don't give them their first 3 points. I'd be really disappointed then. Lewis Kelly could do a job there next week. But Trossard got the goal. And you think Arsenal will kick on from there. You know, I'm feeling a bit more confident. I'm feeling, you know, maybe we can actually take the game to them. No. No, we had a spell for a good 10, 15 minutes, and it was all Villa again. I don't know what's wrong with this team when they play Villa, man. Everything goes out the window. They did so well to get the equalizer, get us back into the game. After all that, it was just, I don't know what was going on. And the last goal, I was like, you know what, we take the point and hope Sunderland, you know, do us a favor against City. Obviously, we should be winning this game, but look, I don't know what it is when it comes to these boys at Villa. The last goal, scrappy. I watched the replay. I could have named you 3 instances where that ball should have been booted out. And you know why we're trying to get it? Clear it, man. It's the last kick of the game. Just get the ball out, man. Just get the ball out. Unfortunately, doesn't Buendia go. Like, scrappy, but look, they wanted it more. Villa wanted it more. Look, it's not looking good right now. Like, that table, it's not looking good right now. Now, this is obviously a very busy period. Games start stacking up, etc., etc. But a point would have kept our cushion. Would have been, well, we would have been 6 points clear of City. And Villa have gained all 3 today. It's not what I like to see, man. It's not what I like to see. Now, the unbeaten run was eventually going to have to end. I'm not saying it wasn't. It couldn't go forever, but the manner we let Villa score that dagger, I'm disappointed. I'm just really disappointed. We really got to do something about these PTSD. We really got to do something about the PTSD with Villa, because I don't know what every team, Newcastle, we've done. That was at St. James Park. Finally, we've done a Craven Cottage. Aston Villa, man. These guys are. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. Villa just it's just you know what it is. It's like it's just every time we go to Villa Park, serious PTSD, man. Serious PTSD. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what the team needs to do about it. Look, we got Club Brugge next week in the Champions League. I expect heavy rotation for that. Give the guys like Zubimendi, Rice a rest. Odegaard probably play. Give the main guys a rest, and we go again at Wolves there. But look, kudos to Aston Villa. They wanted it more. Really disappointed performance. Like I said, serious PTSD at that ground. But yeah, look, I can't really say too much. Really, I can't really say too much. Performances weren't great. I just feel like we let Aston Villa have the ball from minute one until that goal came from Trossard. I don't feel like we had spells. We didn't really totally control the game. And like I said, I really don't know what happens when we play Aston Villa. It's like everything we've done up to this point just goes out the window. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Look, I've been your host, Larry. Thank you for watching. Look, I'm not mad. I'm just kind of disappointed. Like, I think a draw would have even been happy. Like, obviously, I would still come and criticize teams that didn't play well, but I think at that ground, getting away with a draw and we're at home come the second half of the season, it's better for us. But look, it is what it is. Only 3-point cushion now. That could even be low. That could even be closed down. That could be a 2-point cushion if City win today. So the cushion, if I'm being honest, the cushion is essentially gone. If City win today. So we'll see how that plays out. But look, thank you for watching.